Hello, Janet. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay. Before we begin, I would just like to explain, that we are going to use this time together, and I hope it can be helpful to you. I think it is important for you to understand, for me to understand your concerns, and for us both to know what we would like to see happen in your life. My strong belief is that you have a lot of strengths and skills that will help you overcome your difficulties. Part of my job will be to listen out for those and ask questions about them, okay? I also believe that we can learn from what is going on right now in our life. And I hope that we can talk about that too. I will be able to be telling you, or I will not be telling you what to do, basically.
Okay.
Instead, I would rather help you find solutions that work for you. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. So, let's talk about you. And what is it that you come here for and you would like to change?
I'm experiencing a little bit of, I don't even know what it is. Maybe depression, but it's more situational depression because I have breast cancer, and this will be the third time that I've had cancer.
Oh, my. 3 times, huh?
Yeah, and I don't want to end up being a burden on my family, and I try to stay positive for them, but I don't know, I guess I just want to feel more positive than I'm feeling right now.
Okay. So, I'm just a little curious. Help me understand. What is going right for you?
Well, I'm gonna graduate. I'm in school right now, and I'm gonna graduate, and hopefully, be able to get a job somewhere and help my husband provide for the family, and I just need to. I think that my attitude affects my immune system, so I need to remain positive that I'm going to beat this and be there for my husband and my son, and my daughter and my grandchildren. But she doesn't live with us, of course.
Okay.
Our son's still at home.
So I think what I hear you say, you've got a lot going on for you. I mean, you're getting ready to graduate?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so, that is huge. And you said you beat this before? You've had,
I've had uterine cancer and ovarian cancer.
Oh my. So I would like to know, what helped you get through it before?
Again, staying positive and working with the doctors and the dietitians and everybody, and I think that's the biggest thing is I'm not feeling positive like I was before, and I don't know if it's stress or what it is, but I just don't feel. I just don't want to be a burden, and that's a big, huge thing for me is not to be a burden. And our son, he would not do well if mommy dies. So I have to I have to stay strong for my immune system, but so that I can stay with my family. And I'm just not feeling positive like I was before.
So, well, help me understand. So before, did you feel like you might be a burden to your family on the other 2 times?
I was a lot younger. I was 34, and 36 when I had my other cancers. So, you know, it's been a good 14 years without. I didn't consider it an option at the time. I didn't consider an option to die because our son was only, 3 years old the first time and 5 years old the second time. So it just wasn't an option, and I mean, this one, I don't know. I didn't really feel like a burden as much. And I'm probably not a burden now. I'm just not, I just don't feel, I feel different. I mean, my head feels different, I guess.
Oh, sure. And the reason why I ask is because sometimes, what worked for us before will probably work for us again if we allow it to. So, maybe focusing more on being positive, like you just discussed, would help. I'd like to ask you a question, and maybe we can get a starting point. So, if you go to sleep tonight, and a miracle happens, and you don't know a miracle happens when you wake up, right? But your problem will be gone. I want to know what would be different. Now remember, you don't know this miracle had happened.
Right, but I mean, that would mean that I would wake up and have no cancer. I mean, I guess we'd eventually find out that I have the miracle.
Yeah.
It would just, I would feel like I have a future. I guess that's the thing. I would feel like, 50's not it for me.
Okay. Well, that's a good response. Because I was thinking in lines like you wouldn't feel like a burden anymore.
Well, yeah,
so,
but I would have to know that the miracle happened.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, I guess it's a little different than some other changes that I might want to make in my life. But, eventually I would find out, well, I wouldn't have pain right here. So,
okay.
it's, I would feel like I have a future.
Okay. So I have a little curiosity. Has the doctor told you to worry about death yet?
No.
Or at all? I mean, I'm not saying yet, but has he?
No. Well, it's always touch and go. And my last scan, the tumor had shrunk so significantly that they had trouble seeing it on the CT scan. So
it looks to me like a miracle might be happening now.
Yeah. And I just, it's kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like, okay, where did it go? But they assure me that everything's working better than they've seen it in a while.
Okay, well, let's look at this. Tell me a time in your life when you thought the other shoe was going to drop and it didn't drop. I think we all have the moments.
Yeah.
We get this doom feeling like, oh my gosh, this is the end. And it's not. And it gets better, and then we're just like, what?
Well, and that's with the second cancer, I did have a feeling of doom, and it never happened. And, you know, I need to be grateful for the last 14 years. So.
And what is causing you to believe this is going to be different? Because it sounds to me like the same thing is happening.
See, that's what I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older, or, you know, statistics and things like that. I should probably stay off the internet.
Yes. Yes, okay. So, okay, let's take a look at, okay, where you want to be. Like, what is it where you want to be? Not feeling like a burden?
Well, yeah, and I think if I was more positive about my outcome, then I might be able to get rid of that, you know, stinking thinking.
Okay. So let's look at a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is your absolute desired outcome. Where do you think you're at on that scale today?
Oh, probably, I don't know, maybe a 5.
Okay. Why a 5? Can you?
It's that feeling of doom. And I know I work with somebody that is a survivor, and my supervisor at school, she's a cancer survivor, breast cancer. So I need to focus on that.
Okay. Because I'm wondering, how come you're at a 5 and not a 3? What brings you up to a 5?
Well, because I have to have some hope. I have to. I mean, I 50's kind of young. I mean, my mom's 82, so
Yeah.
so our people live.
Well, I think being up at a 5 is great. That means you're kind of in the midway.
Yeah.
So.
And I think I just needed, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe a little therapy, I guess.
Okay. I would like to explore how we can get you to an 8.
I would love to be at an 8, and I'll do whatever it takes. So
I got an idea. Why don't you stop searching the negative aspects and start searching survivors? You said you're already in contact with 2. Maybe they're the ones that have gotten you up to a 5. How about getting on the internet and researching other people who have survived? Or people who have a tumor has shrank and they didn't get a shoe dropped.
I think that's a very good idea, and stop reading statistics.
Yes.
I need to read the positive statistics, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah,
I know
think that would be.
For me, I do not like to call myself a statistic, and I will fight to prove that I'm not.
Well, yeah, and
you're a pretty powerful woman. You've already made it through twice. I don't think that just because it's the 3rd time doesn't mean you're not going to make it.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that we could hope get you up to an 8 that you know of?
I think maybe if I start with the retrain my focus, I think, is what I need to do. I need to look at graduation as a new start in life, and you know, I need to be need to be there for my son because he's going to be a high school senior, and he's going to do 2 hours in high school and 6 hours at college during his senior year. So he'll be a sophomore in college when he graduates high school.
And I was wanting to know, what would your son think if he knew he was feeling this way? What would he say to you?
Quit it.
Okay.
I need to, I've just got to retrain my focus. And I think, I'm already kind of maybe up to a 6. Just
Wow.
talking with somebody, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe I just needed, because nobody knows. My husband and son and daughter, they don't know how I feel. They don't. I've never told them this stuff.
Okay. What would happen if you did talk to your husband about how you feel? What do you think he would say?
He would be very, very, very sad for me.
Would
And he would... My husband has made it his lot in life to lift me up, even when he feels he's
So why do you think he can't do it this time? Why do you think he can't lift you up now?
he probably is, and I'm just not, appreciating it, or not appreciating it, but not thinking about that.
Well, why don't you focus on that a little more and let him do his job lifting you up like he has all these years? Maybe you can get it up to that 8, maybe a 9.
Wow, that would be cool. And I think,
There's no reason why you can't be there.
okay, I will, I'll go home and talk to him tonight.
Okay. And so can we meet again so I can hear?
I think I would like that.
Okay. So let's meet next week and you talk to your husband and you explore on the internet some survivors. I want you to come back and tell me about them, okay?
Okay,
Then I'm going to see where you rate on that scale.
okay,
All right?
I'll do that.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Janet.